Yeah. Wanasalsa tukue tayari. Wanasalsa tukue tayari. Wanasalsa tukue tayari.
The graduates, you may sit, you may sit, you may sit. Just make sure that you are seated next to a seat, not next to a person. Just to make sure that we have the social distance.
Tunashukuru wanabendi wanapoondoka round 1 ili kungoja round 2. Tafadhali to clear the pathway. Let's 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 clear the pathway. Zippy, clear the pathway. 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 Right kabisa. Wanaitwa wanabendi kutoka Mount Kenya University wanaosifika Afrika Kati ya Mashariki. Tukisema ni asante wakati wanaondoka round 1. Wanasalsa na wahitaji kwa set. Wanasalsa.
The building from where the register is staying.
Wanasalsa na wahitaji kwa set. Wanasalsa tunawahitaji kwa set. Wanasalsa. Wakati huo DJ anaweza nipea kibao moja. Tunaenda mpaka mwabo wa pwani, yani Coastland. Tunapata Mombasa campus pamoja na Malindi campus. Hawa ni watu ambao waenda Mosmos, hawananga haraka ya maisha, ni watu ambao wamenogea kwa Kiswahili sanifu. DJ ananipea moja, mbili, kali zaidi. Special dedication. Mombasa campus.
DJ kidogo. Professor Mutondo is on the first floor and is requesting a few. Okay, if you are the graduates, if you are requested by Professor Mutondo, uteremke chini kwanza, tunataka kujaza the ground floor. Professor Mutondo, inua mkono wa kuone. Yes,
na nataka kutetea MC, nataka kutetea wale ambao ni wafupi hawezi ona.
From the Intore dance practiced by the Burundians and Rwandans to the rich musical culture shared by members of the Maasai community in Kenya and Tanzania, the speed of the long-distance athletes in Kenya and Uganda,
no sign of stress, not driving hard, he's got to hit the clock,
and the never-say-die spirit of the South Sudanese. The East African nations share an indomitable bond permeating through trade, education, agriculture, sports and culture. And like a giant, Mount Kenya University towers over the rest, giving citizens of the member states an opportunity to drink from the fountain of international knowledge and acquire skills to better their lives. From the main campus in Thika to the ultra-modern MKU campus in Kigali, Rwanda, the Open, Distance and Electronic Learning Center in Kampala, Uganda and Bujumbura in Burundi, not to mention the numerous campuses in Kenya, Mount Kenya University has earned its place as the institution of higher learning of choice for thousands of students in East Africa and beyond.
My name is Natkunda Angela and I come from Uganda. I did my bachelor's at Makerere University, a bachelor's in human nutrition, and afterwards I got an opportunity to work in the refugee camps. During my stay there, I realized that there's a lot that I could do, but I was still limited by my bachelor's. There were opportunities, but those opportunities required me to have a master's in public health. I applied for a scholarship. It's called DAD, and that scholarship is the one that opened me to Mount Kenya University. Learning here has enabled me have a different feel of a different environment, first of all, because I was used to Uganda. Now I'm in Kenya and I'm learning about the different policies, how different public health issues are addressed here. And I love the lecturers because they are very, very detailed in teaching.
Kwa majina naitwa ni Joseph Basil Meela, ni Mtanzania na nafanya kazi na Wizara ya Afya. Nimeajiriwa kama mwalimu katika chuo cha sayansi shirikishi na tiba Muhimbili. Baada ya kumaliza diploma nilikuwa nina ndoto ya kuendeleza masomo yangu, na kwa kipindi kile kwa Afrika Mashariki hakukuwa na chuo kinachotoa Bachelor of Science in Dental Technology. Kwa hivyo nilikuwa nikitizama tu maeneo mbalimbali. Kwa bahati nzuri Mount Kenya University ikawa imeanzisha hiyo kozi, kwa nikaona it's where I saw the opportunity ya kuweza kujiunga na Mount Kenya kuendelea na kusoma degree.
MKU has been able to influence and has been able to grow nationwide and international because of its good reputation and in its education system, which is very important for every student to have the best education a university can offer. So I think it really has been able to integrate all countries in Africa to a certain degree.
We have a number of unique programs. These programs are attracting a lot of interest to the East African community. We have, for example, Masters in Public Health, which is attracting a number of students from the region to come here and be able to do those particular studies. We have got pharmacy, we have got, and this is actually one of our special programs. And because of that scarcity in those countries, those students are rolling down to our campus to be able to do those studies.
We are building capacity for East Africa because I think there are many lessons that COVID taught us, because COVID originated from China, but within a very short time it was able to be a global problem. And what happened is that at that point, I think every country was left on its own, because there's no one who would have traveled elsewhere to look for treatment like we used to do. So we realized that we need to build capacity for ourselves and also in the region.
We have also created linkages with universities in the region, including Makerere University and the University of Dar es Salaam, in a bid to strengthen the bond of regional integration and acquire more knowledge from our peers.
It's a private university which has made a lot of progress in a very short time, meaning that they have a very big potential. We have many lessons to learn from them, us being government and being an old university.
And what starts at MKU has been able to change the world. In the year 2017, a group of 70 students who were studying pharmacy at MKU Kigali campus were transferred to the Thika campus in a bid to give them an opportunity to learn with students from different backgrounds, exchange ideas and gain more knowledge. Some of those students have already graduated and returned to Kigali, Rwanda, where they are now playing their part in ensuring that Rwanda remains steadfast on its quest to maintain being a healthy and wealthy nation.
Life after graduation was good, because right after we graduated, we had to do what we call license to practice. When you finish, you have to sit for an exam that allow you to practice pharmacy in a country that you want to work in. We were able to get it in that second next year, and we got a job, most of us. I got a job, my first job in the same company that I'm working currently. I was a medical delegate for 8-9 months, and then later on was promoted into the responsible pharmacist and the CEO of the company. I'm still working there, and I have earned a lot of experience, be it the work experience or even the social life.
MKU is celebrating its 12th year anniversary since it began operations in Kigali. It is a period that the university has grown in leaps and bounds.
To be able to support our own students, we put up the hostels for our students, both male and female. We have put in a radio station to be able to support the training of our journalists program. We are now putting together a hotel. We are calling it Mount Kigali Utalii Hotel, and it will be to support our own students in the hospitality training.
Over the last few years, Mount Kenya University Rwanda has been attracting a good number of students from the region, from specifically the Democratic Republic of Congo, from Burundi, from Nigeria, from Chad, and most recently from Gabon.
We continue to invest heavily in infrastructure, which we believe will give our students an edge in their training. In October 2021, MKU's Mwai Kibaki Convention Center in Thika was commissioned by Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i. The facility will be used for talent development and conferences of national and international repute.
Well-funded universities tend to attract the best students from within and without our borders. The most effective way of protecting our best brains from the allure of Harvard, Stanford, and Oxford, for instance, is to create our own world-class universities, and MKU is on its way to doing that.
What we are doing today is not for us. At one moment, we will find ourselves transiting to the second world, but the people who will come after us will ask, weren't there Kenyans who could have been able to do this or that? And I want to tell our chief guest that this facility is the only one of its kind, most likely in any educational institution of higher learning in this country and also in this region.
The convention center has hosted 3 international conferences.
We are going to be holding the graduation this time at that particular center.
We believe in remaining innovative in order to remain relevant and ahead of the competition. We have already established an innovation and incubation center in Thika, which will encourage students to come up with innovative ideas and see the implementation of the same to a logical conclusion.
This soon to be launched, Mount Kenya University Innovation and Incubation Center will provide an enabling environment for ideas to go to market. It is meant to serve as an access point for startup, academia, investors, and industries.
Our focus on research has made MKU remain one of the constant recipients of scientific grants from various donors.
We have currently won a grant from the Budget Trust from the UK, and basically this grant is approximately £80,000. And the main aim of this particular grant is to support the resilience and well-being of nurses during the COVID-19 pandemic and post the pandemic.
At MKU, we are ready to listen to the concerns of our students. And it is in this light that in October this year, MKU, in collaboration with UNESCO and the University of Nairobi, commissioned the O3+, a platform that aims at educating the youth on vices in the society, especially those which are sexually related.
Welcome to MKU O3+ podcast.
At MKU, the lead team chose to use podcasts as an easy way of getting the message to the target audience.
We realized by the time they're joining university, they are basically kind of green in so many areas. They are not really prepared for the freedom they get in as far as matters sex are concerned, matters of HIV and infections are concerned, issues of relationships especially. And that is why this project was initiated by the UNESCO.
We've had cases of students coming to us telling us how they've been toxic in their relationship, and we've been able to help them. Not just that, we have had students who've become addicts of alcohol and other drug and substance abuses, and they've come to us, we've talked to them, even referred them to counselors. And through our podcast that you're doing there, if you check MKU O3+, we have done podcasts that have really impacted students in our society, not just in MKU, but even universities around us.
With continued improvement in education programs and investment in infrastructure, Mount Kenya University is a pace setter in the education cycles and was among the 4 pioneer universities that were contracted by the Teachers Service Commission to roll out the professional upgrading of teachers' knowledge known as Teacher Professional Development Program, or TPD.
Mount Kenya University is prepared to offer the Teacher Professional Development Program. One, Mount Kenya University has created a Mount Kenya University TPD app. This app can easily be downloaded from the Play Store and has features that will enable the students to do, one, to register. Then number 2, payments are able to be done very easily within the app. And then there is auto-generation of an SMS to notify the student of how much have been paid. So there's an account section where the student can be able to see those details. Number 3, the app is able to give a lot of information, a lot of feedback and communication and many announcements to be able to appraise the students on the progress, like when the trainings will be done, when the webinars will be done, when the training will commence.
It is a clear sign of confidence the TSC has in MKU.
And it is not all about books and more books. In a bid to give our students an opportunity to explore their talents, Mount Kenya University held a beauty pageant in which Congolese national Jaibet Mukela Twite emerged the winner and was crowned Mr. MKU. Meryl Sheila Awor, a business management student, won the Miss MKU title. Besides that, the university has embarked on an ambitious project to establish a world-class botanic garden over the next 5 years. The Botanic Garden is a collaborative project between the School of Pharmacy and the Directorate of Research and Development. The project, which is in line with the Kenya Vision 2030, aims to raise the Kenya forest cover to over 10% for environmental conservation education, research and development needs. The university intends to develop a botanic garden that will have the most extensive plant diversity in East and Central Africa.
When you plant one tree, you are being counted among the people who are making efforts to ensure that our country afforestation is at 10%. We are going to make our efforts, and with the support of the Kenya Forest Service, we are going to work together in ensuring that this place is green.
A section of the garden will be dedicated to the planting of locally endangered plant species. The Botanical Garden project will also serve as the pillar in which the university will undertake research into climate change and adaptation. As we celebrate our 20th graduation ceremony, the Mount Kenya University fraternity takes pride in seeing one of our own by the name Sifa Wanje get to the finish line after completing his bachelor's degree. Wanje is a Bachelor of Science in Clinical Medicine student who had resolved to sell his kidney in order to get funds to pursue higher education. It was not until MKU chairman Professor Simon Gicharu offered him a scholarship at the university.
Kusema tu kweli, kufia wenye nimefika na kupata hii degree hii ni kama ndoto, bado sijaamini hadi saa hii.
Wanje is currently engaged in community service at Ruiru, hoping to make it big in the health sector when he graduates. And so, all is well that ends well, as Mount Kenya University continues to change one life at a time.
Twakushukuru Rabbana kutuwezesha kufuzu. Mwanzo wa ngoma ni lele, walishasema wavyele. Hadi kufika kilele kuna changamoto tele. Leo nawapa kongole, mumejitoa uwele. Twamshukuru Rabbana kutuwezesha kufuzu. Kwele tumetoka mbali, changamoto anuai. Wengi wetu walifeli, wengine wakazirai. Kwa uwezo wa Jalali sisi tungali tuhai. Twakushukuru Rabbana kutuwezesha kufuzu. Ingawa nasikitika tungekuwa ni pamoja, ila siku bahatika kisa ni uniti moja.
Asante sana, tunashukuru malenga wetu. Asante sana. Asante sana, tunasema ni asante kwa sababu ya malenga wetu. Tutakuwa tukimalizia baadaye. Nitaomba sisi wote kwa ishara ya heshima tutakuwa tukisimama.
Shukran.
Tutakuwa tukisimama wakati the Chancellor's procession itakuwa ikifika mahala hapa, na tutapewa idhini na itikadi ya kuketi. Watakapo wakiingia upande huu, tutaomba sisi wote tusiweze kusimama kwa ishara tosha heshima kwa the Chancellor's procession. Naomba sisi wote tusimame.
We are requesting you all to stand as the Chancellor's procession enter into the Convention Center, the graduation center. And we shall remain standing until we are given the sign to sit down or requested to sit down. Unless you are ill, wala wazee, uko na mguu inauma, unaruhusiwa kuketi.
Kumbuka tuko live pale TV 47.
hiyo ni
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my honor and privilege to invite the Mount Kenya University Brass Band and Mount Kenya University Choir to play the national anthem, the East African anthem, and the Mount Kenya University anthem, the Kenyan national anthem. The East African anthem. The Mount Kenya University anthem.
We gather on your slopes to build our capabilities and stand at the peak to view our opportunities with joy and pride. We hail your credibility, transforming our world with stunning versatility. University, University, unlocking infinite possibilities, unlocking infinite possibilities. United we strive to serve the great humanity with passion and hope, excellence and integrity. We trust our God for wisdom and prosperity, achieving our goals in science and technology. University, University, unlocking infinite possibilities, unlocking infinite possibilities.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, with your permission, I now invite the University Catholic Chaplain, Reverend Father Paul Mbugua, and the University Imam, Dr. Hamisi Wainaina, to commit the congregation to God in prayer.
with these young men and women while they are here. Though they are leaving our campus, we know that they will always be with us as part of MKU family. And we ask that the bonds that have been created here remain strong despite the distance. Gracious and caring God, our source of life, we ask for you, Almighty God, to be upon those graduates as we set them forward. Let us unite our hearts in prayer and entrust to the hands of the Lord those who have graduated today. May good God, who began this good work in them, carry it through to completion, enabling them to use your talent through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Mr. Chancellor, it is my privilege to invite the Vice Chancellor of Kenya University for celebration ceremony to contribute this proclamation into the special graduation ceremony.
According to the provision of Kenya University Charter 2011-2026, subsection B, C, and as per the powers bestowed upon me by the University Senate, I hereby declare the convocation of the 20th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University constituted.
Thank you so much. We can take our seats as the band exits from the stage. Over to you, our internationally recognized MKU Brass Band.
Thank you, our brass band, for such beautiful tune. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to welcome all our graduates, parents, members of staff, invited guests, and friends of Mount Kenya University to the 20th graduation ceremony. Karibuni. Mwangalie mwenzako, mwambie karibu. Yes, karibu. Very good. It's good to know who is sitting next to you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me also to welcome those who are physically here with us to the newly launched Mwai Kibaki Convention Center. This is the first graduation ceremony we are holding in this building. And you are all welcome to use this building through conferences, seminars, exhibitions, weddings, and many others. It has a capacity of 3,000 seats. Karibuni sana. Mr. Chancellor, sir, we have graduates across East Africa region, as our theme will indicate today. And we also welcome those who are watching us live through TV47, through the social media handles for TV47, Mount Kenya University. If you want to follow us, tag us, like, you can follow us on Facebook at Mount Kenya Uni, on Twitter at Mount Kenya Uni, the same on Instagram and Thika. Our hashtag today, hashtag graduates, hashtag is MKU 20th graduation. As usual, we usually have a gift for the best Twitter. For the best selfie, which you take while you are celebrating, whether here or at home. And at the end of the ceremony, we have a gift of a cake for you and your family to celebrate. We shall announce the winner. So continue tagging us on all our social media. The convention center has enough restroom for all the guests, for all the graduates and members of staff. If you wish to wash your hands, the guests on my right, on the dais, on your right or your left, whichever is close to you, you shall find a place you can wash your hands. For our guests seated on this other side on my left, toward the main entrance, either on your left or right, you see the gents and female, and you can wash your hands there. It is a celebration, Mr. Chancellor, sir. And to kick off this celebration, I have the honor of inviting our choir with their beautiful voices to entertain us with a song. Karibu.
Yeah.
tuwapigie makofi. Asante sana our choir. This has set the mood for the day, for our celebration. And I believe across our campuses in Kenya and beyond in East Africa, you are also celebrating. Let's get something from MC Jesse. Do you have anybody online?
Right, kabisa. I'm in the midst of some of the graduates who are here with us this blessed day. And you can see it is all smiles across this great Mwai Kibaki Convention Center. And you can see how beautiful these people are. We also joined live from across our campuses. We head to Nakuru campus, the home of flamingos, where I'm joined live by our reporter, Chichi, who is on the ground to tell us what is happening. Chichi, can you get us? Chichi?
Yeah, thank you very much, Jesse, and indeed you're getting me live from Mountain University, Nakuru campus, where it is a proud moment for the graduates who are celebrating their graduation day today. And remember, just to remind our viewers that this is the 20th graduation ceremony that Mount Kenya University is celebrating. And therefore, with me here, I have some of the graduates who are celebrating their graduation day today, and I will be able to speak to them just to hear some of their experiences here in school for the 4 years or for the years that they've been able to study. Kindly tell me your name. What have you been studying and how has been your experience so far?
My name is Suleiman Batia. I was studying Bachelor of Arts in Mass Media and Communication. I'm very excited today, having made it to the graduation day. And I also take this moment to congratulate all my fellow graduates at Thika in their homes and in the diaspora. My being here has been very exciting. Our lecturers have been very useful to us. They have guided us all through, even during the times of COVID-19, when we had to switch from the physical learning to the online mode.
How was Mount Kenya University management able to provide you with equipment to learn online?
Mount Kenya University has been very resourceful. They have been able to equip our studios. They have provided learning materials. Even during the time when we had to switch to online mode of learning, they actually provided learning portals for the exam portals that were leak-proof, and we were able to do all our exams, and we got what we were supposed to get.
Thank you very much and all the best. And I will be able to speak to another graduate who is celebrating their graduation day today. Kindly tell me your name, what you studied, and how has been your experience so far.
Thank you. I'm Aura George Francis, a student at Mount Kenya University, pursuing graduating on human resource management, and I thank Mount Kenya University fraternity for the commitment and the cooperation they have achieved in managing that. Today I'm happy graduating on this course, and I know through Mount Kenya, where we unlock infinite possibilities, I know my career path in achieving milestone ahead is easier, and that's it.
All right. Briefly, madam, come over here. Tell me your name, what you studied, and how has been your experience so far. The smile on your face is a clear indication that you are happy today. Tell me more about today.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Wamboy. I took a bachelor's degree in education science. I'm happy that today I'm graduating. I'm only awaiting now. I'll be only awaiting the TSC to approve me. Mount Kenya University has been a good place. They have mentored us not only education-wise, but even in other areas of our lives. And I really uphold Mount Kenya University for that.
All right. Thank you very much and all the best. Gentlemen, kindly come over. Tell me your name, what you studied, and your experience so far.
Okay, I'm Stephen Haemba. I was pursuing journalism and mass communication at Mount Kenya University. It has been a great moment for us. It has been a long journey since we began, with a lot of challenges so far. I think we thank God for this moment, and for more challenges to come ahead, we are ready to face them. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And remember, those are the sentiments of graduates who are celebrating their graduation today. And remember, you just saw their faces full of smiles, a clear indication that it is a fulfillment indeed. And they're saying for them, they feel very well equipped to face life head on after campus. Over to you, Jesse.
Thank you. That is from Nakuru campus. We have more celebrations going on in Mombasa, in Meru, Eldoret, Kisii, and Rwanda, and all our other MKU centers. We will sample one more campus after we hear this beautiful shairi by the group called Gojera. Nasikia inaitwa Shahada. Yes. Karibuni.
Tangazo, tangazo, tangazo. Naam. Karibu kwa kliniki ya dawa za kiasili. Magonjwa yasiwe dhiki. Matibabu ni kamili. Tiba zote twa hakiki. Gonjwa sugu twakabili. Msiwe na taharuki, kwani tunayo kibali.
Twashukuru tumefika. Kitaraji ya kweni. Ila tunashirika kuweza kuamini.
Kona zote twasifika. Hamuamini kwa nini?
Ni mengi yamesikika ya udhaifu kazini.
Mefuzu nayo shahada.
Tuweingia hamuna. Eti ni kushi shahada. Wala hazina maana.
Waja wasona faida. Watu haribia jina. Tatatua zenye shida. Kiamini mtapona.
Maradhi kwa muda sasa. Metutesa. Kateseka. Hakuna raha kabisa. Afya imedhoofika. Metumia sana pesa. Afuweni tumekosa. Hangaiko metuteka.
Hatuzui kudanganya.
Sasa tumepata jibu. Niye ndo mtatuponya.
Kazi yetu ni kutibu. Mungu ndiye anaponya.
Sasa ingia ndani. Mambo yakawa shwari.
Huko hospitalini tawatoa kwa hatari.
Shida zetu kibaini. Tashukuru daktari.
Sema shida yako gani? Kutatua tu tayari.
Tumo imenisokota.
Hiyo ni shida ya meno. Next. Hebu niko leta na tumfunge mikono.
Mwili joto unapata.
Hiyo dawa ni sindano. Hapa huduma utapata tena kwa dakika 5.
Twazidiwa na uchungu.
Kama ni upasuaji.
Twahisi kizunguzungu.
Chakula mnahitaji.
Tupunguzie uchungu.
Tawapatia kinywaji.
Hapo sasa tunashukuru.
Msilete ufuaji. Kwenye meza salaleni. Kazi tuitekeleze. Tutawachinja tumboni. Ni chungu ila jikaze. Tuwachomoe maini. Na pigo tuilegeze. Tuviondoe viini. Na damu tuwaongeze.
Usitumie upanga.
Msihofu, tulieni.
Upanga taleta janga.
Wasiamini kazini. Tulia bila kusonga na usiwe hatarini. Sasa kazi tunaanza. Tamaliza kwa haraka.
Ngoja, ngoja, ngoja. Nyie hamna ujuzi. Tena sio ujuzi.
Hii ndio yetu kazi. Hatukuianza juzi.
Haya sieni polisi. Tumekuja uchunguzi. Tunayo malalamishi.
Situmalize hii kesi.
Ni wapi yenu kibali?
Sisi iliweka wapi?
Hilo hatutakubali. Lazima muwe na kopi. Kama hamna kibali, kazi waifanya vipi?
Haya basi tukubali. Kweli hatuna ujuzi.
Ni sharti mpige huu. Elimu kuisakanya. Muende chuo kikuu na hatua Mlima Kenya. Mafunzo hali ya juu ni hapa Mlima Kenya.
Tuelezeni zaidi kuhusu Mlima Kenya.
Madaktari wafunzwa hata wapasuaji na manesi wanatuzwa kwa shahada za vipaji.
Nasi tutaimarishwa. Elimu tunataraji. Fursa sasa mepatiwa. Tutasoma na kufuzu. Shahada tatunukiwa. Soma upate ujuzi. Hakuna njia mkato. Ufuzu kufanya kazi. Ufurahie mapato. Ukora ni jinamizi. Tuiteketeze kwa moto.
Kwa faraja na bashasha tumeshahitimu leo. Tumetamati.
Na sisi tunawashangilia. Tuwapigie makofi mazuri tafadhali hawa wana malenga wa Mount Kenya University, na wamesema tumalize kesi tuendelee kusoma. Kama unahitimu siku ya leo, muangalie mwenzako mwambie tumalize kesi tuendelee kusoma. Asante sana. Tunashukuru sana wana malenga wa Mount Kenya University. Hao ni wanafunzi ambao wanasomea chuo chetu cha Mount Kenya University. We really appreciate you. We also want to appreciate each and every person who is on board. I'm being informed by my director that it is celebration across all our campuses. And right now, we are going live to Parklands Law Campus to get our reporter Dennis Otieno, who will give us up-to-date celebration updates on what is happening. Dennis Otieno, I hope you can get me. Dennis?
Well, that's right, MC Jesse. I can get you loud and clear. And like you've rightfully said it, we're in Parklands at the Mount Kenya University Law Campus. Now, there's one thing I can assure you is the fact that as soon as we got here, we realized everyone is all smiles. And this is with respect to the graduates having made it through the 20th graduation of the Mount Kenya University. Now remember, this is no mean feat because some of these students have gone through challenges to make it this far. Now, without talking too much about it, how about we get to hear from some of the graduates who are absolutely excited to have made it to today's graduation. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Kindly start by telling us your name and the course that you're undertaking.
Yeah, my name is James Moshiri. I've been here standing low, the LRB. That's the degree. Yeah.
Tell us, how you feel about graduating today.
In fact, today we are overjoyed. We are very happy. We are very happy, in fact. In fact, being very happy is an understatement. We are over happy. Yes.
It has been a very long journey to get to the level that you are right now. Take us through some of the experiences that you had while at Mount Kenya University.
Now, Mount Kenya University, if I may say, we joined this place in the year 2018, around the month of January. We've been having some wonderful teachers. We've been having some, in fact, everything went as planned. That's why we have been here for only 4 years. That's for me and these friends of mine. The experience was good. In fact, we have one of the best lecturers around here in Mount Kenya, that's the Law Campus. And let's say that we are very grateful to these people for imparting us the knowledge that we have today, and we are able now to go out and face the world. Yeah.
After graduating, any other prospects that you have? Are you going for higher learning, or are you going to start your career immediately?
In fact, we have just been given the power to read. Now this is just a starting point. It means that we still have one more handle to jump at Kenya School of Law, and that means it will be the end. We have to come back here for masters and, of course, for the highest level, the PhD, if it's possible.
And right now, there's some of the students who are watching you and some graduates who just want to be like you. Any advice that you have for the people that are watching?
Yes, I will not be promising them that it has been very easy. In fact, we are happy to have some very good lecturers who demystify the fact or the notion that the law degree is very hard. In fact, it's hard. Now, what we can tell them is that they must work very hard. That's the bare minimum. And they must also go for the extra mile, trying to do the research, making sure that they make use of the libraries, they make sure they make use of the lecturers who are very ready to help. In fact, they've been very supportive. They must work very hard.
Right. Thank you very much, sir, for your feedback. Like you've heard it right there, of course. And if you're a student and at the graduation, then you've definitely heard it from him. He said hard work is the only key. So that is all you have to make sure, that you get to graduate. But how about we get to listen from a different perspective of yet another graduate who's graduating today. So he's joining me right now. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Kindly tell us your name and the course that you're undertaking.
Yeah, I'm called Martin Kedogo. I was taking a Bachelor's of Law for 4 years in Mount Kenya University Law Campus. I've been here for 4 years, and the journey has been very exciting. And I'm very happy to graduate today. I really thank everyone, the fraternity of Mount Kenya, my parents, my family. I thank everyone, and I'm very, very happy.
It has been a long journey. How was it since you started and up until now at Mount Kenya University?
Yeah, the journey has been very long because it takes 4 years to complete a law degree without with breaks. But I can say that the Mount Kenya fraternity has been very helpful. I think the lecturers are very understanding. The staff generally are very understanding. They would assist you in whatever point you want any assistance. And another thing, being a person, a student with disability, has been quite smooth, unlike what maybe I anticipated previously, because the infrastructure within the campus is very conducive. They have ramps, the toilets are modified, and even the lecture halls are on ground floor. So my journey here has been very smooth. I've really enjoyed being a student here, and I hope to come back here for another, master's degree. Yes.
You're walking out a better person, well equipped. What are your prospects from now on? Are you going for higher learning, or are you still going to, start your career immediately?
Yeah, for any person who is pursuing a bachelor's of law, the only ultimatum in life is to go to Kenya School of Law. And so for me, it's not any exception. I'll go to Kenya School of Law. I'll pursue it to its end, to its logical end. I hope also to pursue a master's degree here in future, if I have more time, and just explore the world. Yes.
There is an aspiring lawyer out there who would want to be exactly as you, and graduate at some day. What advice would you give them?
Yeah, any aspiring lawyer, I would tell them that we have so many law schools in Kenya. But I would tell them that one of the best places to be is Mount Kenya University, because of the diverse courses they offer. There's so many units they offer. The understanding between the staff and the students, the synergy of the lecturers, the professionalism of the lecturers is highly commendable. So I would encourage them that this is the place to be, and the law degree is not easy. You need to be, need to have time to. You need to have, inside yourself that you want to do law. Yes.
Right. Thank you very much, sir, for your feedback. MC Jesse, you've had it right there, of course. I'm very sure celebrations are going to begin early. While the graduation is ongoing, we're going to stay, pitch camp over here. We will be bringing you up to date with some of the activities that are ongoing here. Remember, we just talked to only 2 graduates. And I'm very sure there are lots of other graduates who would want to talk to us and give us their feedback. So we will be bringing you up to speed a little bit later about what some of the other graduates had to say. Back to you, MC Jesse.
So much. Let's appreciate our graduates who are watching live through TV47, and also those who are following these proceedings live through Microsoft Teams. We also want to recognize the presence of invited guests who are here with us, starting with the council members. We really appreciate your presence. We also want to appreciate the presence of Dr. David Jumbi, the Director Scheduled Services, Nakosti. We want to appreciate the presence of Madam Mrs. Supana Biswas, the Chief Executive Officer, Kilimanjaro Blind Trust Africa. We want to appreciate the presence of Professor Njoroge, Commissioner Secretary, Commission for University Education. We also want to recognize the presence of Professor Atemo Misheka, Mr. Kenodhia Wamwangi, Mr. Juma Hamedi, without forgetting the Vice President of the Technical University of Nagoya, Japan. Let us appreciate all of them with a hearty clap. Welcome to Mount Kenya University, where we unlock infinite possibilities.
To address this congregation.
The Chancellor, Professor John Strother, the Chief Guest, Ambassador Simon Nabukwezi, Principal Secretary for the University Education and Research Ministry of Education, Founder of Mount Kenya University and Chairman Board of Directors, Professor Simon Gicharu, Co-founder of Mount Kenya University, Dr. Jen Mutu, Member of the University Board of Directors, Chairman of the University Council, Professor David Serem, Professor Pro-Chancellor and Vice Chairman, University Council, Dr. Vincent Gaido, Member of the University Council, Member of the University Management Board and Senate, distinguished guests, Mount Kenya University staff, parents, and guardians, graduates, and students, ladies and gentlemen. That one is set for you. Welcome and congratulations remarks. Mr. Chancellor Sir, Chief Guest, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I welcome you, the congregation in this venue, and all those who are following us online through various platforms during this 20th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University. Mr. Chancellor Sir, Chief Guest, allow me to acknowledge our special guest, Professor Grace Njoroge, Madam Sprana Biswas, Mr. Kinuvia Wamwangi, Professor Ratemo Michieka, who have already been announced before. Further, allow me to proudly congratulate all the graduates for completing their studies successfully, and today we celebrate their great success. I thank all the stakeholders of Mount Kenya University, namely the parents, guardians, staff, university management, university council, and university board of management, among others, for their collective synergetic effort which has made it possible for us to have the graduation today. Mr. Chancellor Sir, today we celebrate the academic achievement of 5,333 graduates. The graduates have fulfilled all the academic program requirements for confinement of various degrees and awards of various diplomas, certificates as follows: 6 Doctor of Philosophy degrees, 187 master degrees, 105 postgraduate diplomas, 3,950 bachelor's degrees, 870 diplomas, and 215 certificates. As a university, we take pride of this significant achievement and acknowledgement that this is a manifestation of resilience and synergies emanating from team effort from all our stakeholders. Our student enrollment and assessment. Mr. Chancellor Sir, I wish to note that during the September-December 2021-2022 semester and tri-semester, MKU have had the highest number of registered active students of 43,087. This is comprised of 11,689 newly admitted freshmen, 805 advancing students, and 30,593 continuing students. This major milestone of high student enrollment is an indication of collective responsibility of the university community, positive public perception, and further, a testimony that the university has established its niche that is characterized by quality assurance mechanism in her programs and international processes, making MKU to be a preferred destination for both government and self-sponsored students. It is always said that necessity is the mother of invention. The impact of COVID-19 pandemic have necessitated the university to employ the latest ICT technology, not just in online teaching, but also in student examination. To this end, the university has successfully incorporated the proctoring technology to the university student management information system to guarantee the sanctity of online student evaluation system. Academic programs. Mr. Chancellor Sir, in August this year, Mount Kenya University became the first private university to receive accreditation by the Kenyan National Qualification Authority, the KNQA, after successful inspection of MKU 198 academic programs in September 2020. KNQA awarded MKU Certificate of Accreditation and Recognition as a qualification awarding institution for all its programs. This award resonates very well with MKU as it endeavors in its effort of providing quality education in all its academic programs amongst learners from different geographical backgrounds, both in the local and international scene. Approval of new curriculum. To be competitive and to ensure that MKU meets the market needs, the university has continuously improved the existing curriculum. In the last 3 months, the University Senate has supported 3 new curricula: Master of Science in Bioethics, Postgraduate Diploma in Bioethics, and Master of Science in Animal Welfare and Science. Further, in order also expand our program, I'm pleased to also indicate that the Commissioner for University Education has approved the Bachelor of Science in Medical Biochemistry. Student co-curricular activity, Mr. Chancellor Sir. In order to ensure holistic development, MKU focuses on both academic matters and student co-curricular activities in equal measure. Toward this end, I am proud to report that MKU and the University of Nairobi have partnered with UNESCO to roll out a student welfare plan named O3 Plus Project, whose main objective is to address health and well-being of students to ensure that young people in higher and tertiary education institutions in Eastern and Southern Africa realize positive health, education, and gender equality outcomes. The students' game and sports competition is very essential for our learners' optimal physical well-being. Currently, all MKU teams are leading in the ongoing Kenyan University Sport Association KUSA Nairobi League competition. Additionally, the university basketball court has been rated the best among universities' courts nationwide. Research, innovation, and community engagement. Mr. Chancellor Sir, ladies and gentlemen, research, innovation, international conference, and community engagement are critical undertaking of higher institutions of learning. MKU has in the past 1 year boosted COVID-19 diagnostic capacity in Kiambu and Nairobi counties through implementation of operational research. This work is supported by the World Health Organization, Interactive Research and Development, IRD, and FIND, and Harvard University of US. This has facilitated training of 650 healthcare workers and testing of 200,000 persons. Additionally, our research team are developing highly sensitive tests for COVID-19, creating homegrown solutions. Under innovation, the university is currently undertaking several innovation initiatives. These are NutriKid, a low-cost, ready-to-use therapeutic food for management of malnutrition in children, was showcased during the 2nd East African Community Science, Technology and Innovation Conference in Bujumbura, Burundi in October 2021. Lipa Pesa. This is a fintech solution developed by a student to enable financial inclusion and access to education. MKU partner with the Health Department of Machakos County to develop the population-based cancer registry. The product developed via a project titled Precision Medicine for Earlier Diagnostic of Breast Cancer in Kenya was funded by the Medical Research Council. It is worth noting that some of the above innovation will be incubated at the Mount Kenya University Innovation and Incubation Center. Community engagement. MKU continue. Commitment to community engagement is demonstrated by the following new undertakings. MKU donated preloaded tablets with education material to inmates in a joint collaboration with KenNatCom, UNESCO, and National Research Funding. The tablet will be used by the convicted capital offenders pursuing high school education while serving their term in the 4 STEM subjects as part of their rehabilitation. MKU and Partners for Care donated mask, recyclable water bag pack, and water guard to Laikipia County primary school pupils. MKU was accredited by the Teacher Service Commission, TSC, to offer Teacher Professional Development TPD program. This program will facilitate continuous updating of professional knowledge and improvement of teachers' competences with aim of enhancing their effective of teaching and learning in the classroom. This will be facilitated by the MKU School of Education. MKU School of Law launched the Murang'a County Land Succession Empowerment Program, where the school will provide free legal clinics to resolve land dispute. This project is intended to sensitize members of the public on land succession and processions. The 6-month program will benefit over 2,000 less fortunate Murang'a County members by bringing together all players in the sector, namely the Judiciary, National Ministry of Land, Physical Planning, and National Land Commission. In conclusion, finally, as I conclude, I wish to observe that MKU has become of age, thanks to the University Board of Directors, the Council, and Senate for providing transformative visionary leadership and support. Guardian, parents, graduates, and staff and students, thank you once again for embracing MKU brand, and together we are unlocking infinite possibility. To the graduates, I echo the words of Tom Brockwell. You are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as the ticket to the good life, but think as an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. I'm confident MKU has given you the opportunity to attain your certification. Confidently go out there and with industriousness and integrity change the world to be a better place to live. Thank you and God bless you all. And since we are going to the Christmas season, I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a happy 2022. Mr. Chancellor, Sir, it is my humble privilege to invite the Chairman of Mount Kenya University Council, Professor David T. Serem, to address the congregation. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you. The Chancellor of Mount Kenya University, Professor John Stratas, the Chief Guest, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary for University Education and Research, Ministry of Education, Founder of Mount Kenya University and Chairman of the Board of Directors, Professor Simon Gicharu, Co-Founder of Mount Kenya University, Dr. Jane Inyutu, members of the University Board of Directors, Pro-Chancellor and Vice Chairman of University Council, Dr. Vincent Gaido, members of the University Council who are present here, Vice Chancellor Professor Geogracius Jakanyi, Vice Chancellor Designate Mount Kenya University Rwanda, Professor Edwin Othuno, the Deputy Vice Chancellors of Mount Kenya University who are present, members of the University Management Board and Senate, distinguished guests, which include my former Chairman of Council, Dr. Grace Njoroge, Professor Micheka, who was the former Vice Chancellor and the Chairman of University Council of Jomo Kenyatta University, and the Chairman of Council of not Maseno, but member of the University Council of Masai Mara University, Wamwangi, Mount Kenya University staff, parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning again. I am delighted on behalf of Mount Kenya University Council to welcome all of you to the 20th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to appreciate the chief guest, the Principal Secretary for University Education and Research, Ministry of Education, Ambassador Simon Awesi, and all other distinguished guests present here, and those following us virtually for their continued support and for honoring our invitation today. Mr. Chancellor, sir, Chief guests, ladies and gentlemen, the University Council, as mandated by the MKU Charter Amendment 2016, has continued to discharge its mandate effectively through its 5 committees of Human Resource Committee, Student Affairs Committee, Finance and Institutional Advancement Committee, Academic and Research Affairs Committee, and Special Purposes Audit, Legal and Endowment Committee. During the current academic year, the University Council has approved the following 3 policies and guidelines. 1. Mount Kenya University Anti-Corruption and Anti-Bribery Policy. The policy outlines the procedures that Mount Kenya University undertakes in relation to prevention of acts of corruption and bribery for the university to protect its reputation against any allegation of bribery and corruption. MKU is committed to ensuring adherence to the highest level of ethical standards in accordance to its business, in conducting its business, MKU continues to apply a zero tolerance approach to acts of bribery and corruption by any of her employees, parents, students, business partners, and other interested parties working on behalf of the university. 2. Laboratory policy. The laboratory policy shall ensure timely allocation of workload to technical staff, appropriate management of practical activities, timely and effective monitoring of practical activities, assessment of practical reports, safety of laboratory users, carrying out documentation and support of research, proper management and use of laboratory, proper authorization of use of laboratory infrastructure, and management of laboratory activities. Management of all laboratory activities shall be guided by university policies and guidelines, as well as the national and international regulations. 3rd, policy, procedures, and guidelines on adjunct, honorary, retiree, and visitor appointments. Mr. Chancellor, sir, this policy seeks to set out the principles and intentions for the appointment of adjunct, honorary, retiree, and visitor appointment categories. It aims at enabling the university management to make suitable appointments to recognize contributions made by individuals to the academic endeavors in their various universities. Such appointees are not permanent substantive appointees, but are expected to engage in academic activities of the university through research and consultancy. The guidelines provide the procedures, period of appointment, and privileges relating to the appointment of adjunct, honorary, retiree, and visitor appointments categories. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the University Council has also supported the following initiatives in the university. 1. Corporate Brand Index. Competitiveness and corporate image as an enabler of university operations requires a strong brand and high visibility. Mount Kenya University has consistently been ranked and rated among the top universities by various independent surveys. The Webometrics ranking of the world universities for July edition placed MKU among the top 5 private universities. Google's most researched institutions in Kenya in the last 15 years listed MKU at its 6th position. The University Council will continue to support and enhance stakeholder satisfaction that will lead to the attraction and retention of students, employees, and consequently creating an awesome customer satisfaction. Their satisfaction has led to the increased student enrollment, which has contributed positively to the sustainability of the university. Mount Kenya University, through the MKU Foundation, has continued to support bright and needy students through the internal Vice Chancellor's Scholarship Fund, currently standing at 5 million Kenya shillings. This is an addition to the Chancellor's Scholarship Fund, which amounts to 1.5 million shillings. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as I conclude, allow me to appreciate our teaching faculty and professional staff whose hands our graduates are passed through. Their efforts and hard work in training these graduates are highly recognized and appreciated by the Board of Directors and the Council. Mount Kenya University has established a culture and a tradition of teamwork. I appreciate the harmony within the Board of Directors, among the members of the University Council, University Management Board, and University Senate. And it is my humble appeal that we continue to uphold this spirit in our university. To our graduates, I take this opportunity to pass my warm congratulatory message on your well-deserved achievement and success. Mount Kenya University has given you adequate preparation and proper tools to face the challenges out there. Go with determination to succeed, and with self-discipline and hard work, you will overcome any difficulty or any challenge that is ahead of you. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and happy, prosperous 2022. Thank you very much. Now, it is my humble privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to invite the Chairman, Board of Directors, Professor Simon Gicharu, to make his remarks and to invite the Chief Guest, Ambassador Simon Obukwesi, to address the congregation.
Thank you, the Chairman of the University Council, the Chief Guest, Ambassador Simon Obukwesi, Principal Secretary for University Education and Research, Ministry of Education, the PS, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Dr. Nicholas Moragori, who is also a graduate in this ceremony, Professor Grace Joroge, our founder, chairperson of the University Council, and now Deputy Commission Secretary, Commission for University Education, the Chancellor, Professor John Stratus, the co-founder, and my best friend, Dr. Jane Nyoto, members of the University Board of Directors, Chairman, University Council, Professor David Serem, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Jagani, the Vice Chancellor Designate, MKU Luanda, Professor Edwin Oduno, Vice Chancellors and their representatives, members of the University Management and Senate, stakeholders of the university who are represented by Mr. Karano of Equity Bank, Mount Kenya University staff, parents and guardians, graduates and students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First and foremost, I take this opportunity to echo the word of welcome to all of you who are with us, either physically or online, including our graduates in Kigali. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to congratulate and thank the management of this university, which is led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Jagani, for choosing to be holding two graduation ceremonies every year. And I think this is our second graduation ceremony this year. It is quite good to do the same so that you can be able, you don't have to keep graduates waiting for a whole year to graduate, waiting for others, and I think that is a very good initiative. I have also noted from the list of graduates that girls have catch up with boys on a ratio on almost 1-to-1, which is a very good achievement. As the Board of Directors, we value you as our stakeholders at Mount Kenya University, where all come together and join hands in ensuring each one of us does his or her best to champion the mission and vision of this university. We are happy that you have all joined us today. Our chief guest, the Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, we all do remember the months of March and April 2020 when we were all abruptly brought to a near stop by the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic at a global level. The gap between what we experienced then and where we are today has been closed up by our resilience as well as by the ICT connectivity. We have all seen the power of ICT revolution and its usefulness in mitigating COVID-19 pandemic challenges at the institutional level. Therefore, the Board of Directors will continue to invest more on ICT to ensure improved connectivity for students and staff. Our chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, with a view to enhance learning and research at the university, the Board of Directors shall always commit to expand the existing infrastructural support. As an additional effort to what is already available, the Board is working towards establishing a standalone medical facility for use by the students of the College of Health Sciences. This block will have an inbuilt hostel facility for medical students, classrooms, and laboratories, including an anatomy laboratory. The anatomy laboratory will supplement the Thika Level 5 hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, as I have said, we have committed ourselves to keep on developing infrastructure facilities in this institution, and in this regard I also wanted to announce that we are also going to expand very soon. We are going to build an ultra-modern hostel facilities in the land nearby, which we have recently acquired. Ladies and gentlemen, recently, as I was listening to our television, I saw a lady who has stayed for very many years without going to the university by the name Mire Nafula Balasa. And I was touched, and I said, how can we keep as Kenyan somebody who scored A- at home for very many years just because he can't be able to afford to join the university? And in that regard, I took it upon myself, and I want to inform this congregation that I will give scholarship to Mire Nafula Balasa so that he can be able to join the university, and will be able to pay for her hostels and everything else so that she can be able to self-actualize herself. Finally, the members of Board of Directors wish each one of you and all Kenyans, all our students, parents, guardians and stakeholders a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year 2022. Allow me to invite the chief guest, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary for University Education and Research, Ministry of Education, Kenya, to address this congregation. God bless you.
The Chancellor, Mount Kenya University, Professor John Struthers, from the University of West of Scotland, the Mount Kenya University Chairman of the Board of Directors, Professor Simon Gicharu, my colleague, PS, Dr. Nicholas Muraguri, who is also graduating today, the co-founder and board member, Mount Kenya University, Dr. Jane Nyutu, the chair of the council, Professor David Serem, the pro-chancellor of Mount Kenya University and vice-chancellor of the council, Dr. Vincent Gaido, members of the University Council, the vice-chancellor, Professor Deogratius Jaganyi, the Vice-Chancellor DSignet for the Rwanda campus, Professor Edwin Odutho, members of the University Management Board and the Senate, representatives of various universities and organizations, distinguished invited guests, Professor Atemo Misheka, Professor Gerono Rotich from North Carolina Central University, Mr. Kinuthia Wamwangi, members of the Fourth Estate, my colleagues from the Ministry of Education, all viewers following this event online, staff and students, representatives of the alumni, parents and guardians, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, that those who have invested in this university have a very clear plan and they are people of standards. I'm also impressed that it's a demonstration of the public-private partnership between people in the private sector and people in government to promote education for our people in the country. Before I say so much, I wish to give 2 minutes to Professor Gerono Rotich. She's a guest of the Ministry of Education. She is a very good professor out there in the United States of America. But she's not just lecturing and confining herself to teaching. She coordinates, she mentors, and encourages many Kenyan students studying in the US and other countries in the diaspora. And therefore, she's a very clear demonstration of turning what we'll have called brain drain to brain gain. Because what she's doing there for us is huge. I just want to give her 2 minutes before I continue with my speech. Welcome, Professor.
Good morning, and congratulations to all the graduates, Your Excellency, Ambassador PS. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you to the leadership of this university and all protocols observed. I am humbled to be here today. As the Ambassador said, I am a professor and department chair of kinesiology in the College of Health Sciences at North Carolina University, North Carolina Central University. I am also the president of the Kenya Scholars and Studies Association, that is an organization that brings together scholars from all walks from the United States and all over here. And most recently, we hosted your our PS here with a huge delegation from the Ministry of Education. As the PS has said, I'm also the president, which really gives me joy. The CEO and the founder of the Kenyan Kenya Students in Diaspora, that is KISID. This is an organization that are registered in the state of North Carolina that brings together international students from Kenya, from all over. Currently, we have about 4,000 students in the U.S., and we mentor. Our goal is to equip and to empower. So it gives me so much joy today to see all of you graduate. And I want to say, as you graduates, congratulations, you have done it. Faculty members and staff, thank you so much for the great work that you do for the students. And to the most distinguished people in this field, this space today, the parents. I don't know if they're here, but parents, guardians, we appreciate all the work that you do and all the sacrifice. So with that said, I want to tell you, graduates, as you move on with life, please embrace the experiences that come your way and the opportunities that come your way. Also, I want to share this quote from one of my mentors. Her name is Dr. Dixon. She's the Chancellor of East Carolina University, and she says this: don't burn the bridges before you cross over. You've graduated today. Don't burn those bridges. You're still going to need the people here, the faculty members, your colleagues. You will need them. Don't forget the bridges that brought you this far. There's so many people who have brought you this far. People like us who mentor and who want to pay forward. Do not forget them. They have sacrificed so much. They have done everything for you to be here today. And also, do not be afraid to cross bridges. Listen, be courageous, step out there. You are equipped with knowledge and skills to build this generation, to change this nation. You are catalysts for change. So don't be afraid to cross those bridges. And finally, if they don't give you a seat at the table, guess what? Bring your folding chair. Be at the table. Be in the community. They articulated very well that your focus is research community engagement. Bring your seat at the table and be a member. And also lastly, don't forget to say thank you. Say your thank yous before you leave here today. To your professors, to your colleagues, to your administrators, to every person who has helped you to be here today. And finally, I would be remiss if I did not thank my professor who has made me to stand here today. Professor Wanderi, where are you? I would be remiss if I don't thank you. Professor Wanderi was my professor at Kenyatta University. Thank you so much. He was the best. I'm here today because of people like him. So thanks the people who have brought you, supported you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Merry Christmas. I hope to see some of you in the U.S. We have a conference every September. We welcome students and faculty. Get in touch. We want to engage. God bless you. Thank you so much.
It was very important for her to greet us because we encourage linkages between our universities and universities out there so that we learn from the best practice. So her visit here is not just to speak the way she has spoken, but she will speak more, discuss more with the management of this university on other aspects of partnership between this university and the university where she's teaching and other universities in the US. I want to take this opportunity to thank the chairman, Professor Simon Gicharu, for offering a scholarship to that girl who has been in a slumber, wasting away her potential for 14 years. I want to thank you, Professor, very specially, because there are very many people who know this girl. They know that she passed exams. They know that she was to go to university. They know that she has a lot of potential. But they chose to keep quiet, to look aside, and leave her to waste herself. We who don't live near her had no idea at all. But she came from a school. That school should have taken it up. She comes from a village, from a sub-location where there is an assistant chief, from a location where there is a chief, from a church where she goes. I just don't understand why people just chose to leave her to waste herself until the press brought her out to catch the attention of Professor Simon Gicharu. I'm very grateful to you, and the whole government is blessed to have people like yourself who can pick out people of that kind with a lot of potential and give them the support. I know you support many others here and in other places, and may you be blessed. I hope the girl comes here and she makes up for the lost time. I wish to pass the very warm greetings from the Ministry of Education and especially from the Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Magoha, who is aware of this auspicious occasion and is in full support of it. I also wish to pass a word of appreciation to the Mount Kenya University management for this invitation. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to be here today to join the Mount Kenya University fraternity in marking this day, which is the culmination of many years of hard work and dedicated effort by all. Let me, at the onset, very sincerely congratulate all the graduates for the great achievements in various academic disciplines. Indeed, this convocation is a testimony that you have successfully gone through academic processes and you are well equipped with relevant skills, knowledge and values which are commensurate with the demands of our economy. It is my sincere hope that the capacity and competence gained here will go a long way in solving challenges facing our society. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all aware that the COVID-19 pandemic came along with many challenges to the education sector as a whole. Academic programs were adversely affected when many universities were closed abruptly as a containment measure. In this regard, I wish to applaud Mount Kenya University for ensuring continuity of learning during the turbulent period. It is this dedication that has culminated in the celebrations we are holding today. For the graduates, I implore you to appreciate that while the pandemic has generally been devastating, it has also created useful opportunities that you can exploit in the coming days, especially in the areas of innovation and technology. Mr. Chancellor, sir, Mount Kenya University is one of the universities that are dedicated to promoting the role of higher education institutions in enhancing the East African regional integration. The need for East African integration, for ensuring that all people of the East African member states are united, cannot be overemphasized. This is because a solidly united East African community presents itself as a major market for each member state's products and services and creates opportunities for cross-border investment and cultural exchange, as well as a platform for a unified voice in the international arena. And I say this with emphasis from my background in diplomatic service. Whenever we came together as heads of missions from East Africa, we were listened to more. But whenever one went alone, there was less listening. Therefore, in line with the foregoing, as well as the theme of this ceremony, allow me to quote the book entitled East African Community, Journey Towards Regional Integration by the Inter-University Council for East Africa 2015, which states the following on its first page, and I quote, "The central root of the East African community is deeper than we often appreciate." End of the quote. The book elaborates this statement by quoting the former US President Barack Obama as having described East African region as an, and I quote, "incredibly gifted and blessed land." End of the quote. Our unity is therefore necessary in order for us to benefit fully from our gifted and blessed land in East Africa. The efforts being made by universities in East African region towards enhancing cohesion of the people of this region is commendable. This is evident in the Inter-University Council for East Africa's numerous measures which have led to a consolidation of the people of the region. These, in brief, include the following examples amongst other cases. Number one, the Lake Victoria Research Initiative, input over a number of years. Two, the ongoing support towards inter-university staff exchange program. Three, the regional conferences hosted on a rotational basis in different countries. And four, the ongoing discussions towards harmonization of academic university programs. However, attention must also be focused on each university's effort in contributing towards the East African regional integration. In this regard, I want to laud Mount Kenya University's support of the joint fund of 10 million launched in 2018 for joint human health research between Mount Kenya University and Makerere University College of Health Sciences. Additionally, the continued expansion of education access by Mount Kenya University to accommodate the high numbers of new enrollments from within the country as well as the entire East African region would never go unmentioned. Mount Kenya University's strong partnerships in research, in teaching, in community outreach, as well as exchange programs for staff and students with the Makerere University, Makerere Business School, Gulu University in Uganda, University of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, Institute of Accountancy in Tanzania, Mount Kenya University in Rwanda, Summit International Institute in Burundi, as well as involvement in co-curricular activities in East Africa, including participation in the East African Games, are great efforts towards enhancing the East African regional integration. And this can be taken beyond East Africa and even overseas. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, the naming of this venue, it has gone off. I wanted to be as loud as I can be when talking about the naming of this venue, so I hope it won't go off. The naming of this venue after the retired president. Thank you. The naming of this venue after the retired third president of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Mwai Kibaki, by Mount Kenya University, is a show of nationalism. It's gone off again. It's a show of nationalism as well as a mark towards the integration of the East African community and recognition of a great brain and a super president we had in this country. We are all aware of the critical role that the third president played in uniting the East African community. To start with, his alumnus status at Makerere University, Uganda, and subsequent interactions with his alma mater, the Makerere University, to the point of receiving an honorary Doctor of Philosophy degree from his alma mater, which was in itself a mark of East African integration. Therefore, in all ways, the immortalization of the retired president, Honorable Mwai Kibaki, by Mount Kenya University, through the naming of this facility after his name, Mwai Kibaki Convention Center, is a very bold contribution towards integration of the East African region, because Honorable Mwai Kibaki is indeed a true East African icon, a statesman with gifted hands and with brilliant ideas in matters related to development. Shall we give a hand clap for that? Ladies and gentlemen, universities have a mandate to contribute to the national, regional, and even global socio-economic development through research and development. I therefore urge our universities, both private and public, to form research and innovation consortia, as a strategic way of enhancing their visibility and synergies. When these efforts are backed by the respective member states, the results will be impressive and the impact will be enormous. I urge academic experts in different fields to come up with innovative products that can greatly contribute to the Big Four agenda on food security, manufacturing, affordable housing, and universal health care. I have found that the government is fully committed to supporting the cause where everybody will have basic needs fully provided so that we can venture into other areas that will build our economy and lift us socially. Ladies and gentlemen, with the implementation of the competence-based curriculum system of education now underway, universities are likely to be caught unawares and unprepared unless they move with speed to review their curricula and reorient them from the knowledge-based to competence-based. The reorganization of academic schools, faculties, and departments will become necessary before students who are already following the new curriculum join universities. Consequently, teachers taking learners through the new competence-based curriculum, CBC, will be required to go back to school for refresher courses. We did this to introduce 844. We did it in 1985. And when we went to university, we were taught also about 844 and how we were going to implement curriculum in 844 system of education. So this has to be done. Mr. Chancellor, I'm impressed that Mount Kenya University was among the 4 universities that signed contracts with the Teacher Service Commission to offer in-service training for the tutors under the Teacher Professional Development Program that aims at aligning training to global trends. You know, CBC, ladies and gentlemen, is implemented all over the world in developed economies. Kenyans love debating about almost everything, even when some of them are totally ignorant. They'll want to engage. So I want to encourage all educators, professional educators, to sensitize members of the public as much as possible so that they accept the new system of education that will assist this country to build capacity more rapidly than the system that we are in now. Ladies and gentlemen, there have been concerns about certain aspects of university education around the country. On many occasions, questions have been raised about the professional and ethical conduct of our graduates, especially in the industrial sector. Further, the link between demands of industry and university programs has at times been found to be wanting. In this respect, I urge the leadership of universities to strictly adhere to the laid down quality assurance and standard structures and carry out regular reviews of the academic programs to ensure that they are in line with market demands. We at the ministry are coming up with a policy on university-industry collaboration so that students who are in the university can know what exists in the industry, get opportunities for attachment, show their capacity, so that in some occasions, Some can even be employed before they complete their studies. So that as they study, they know where they are getting themselves into. I take this opportunity to remind you graduates of our national and moral duty to uphold the highest levels of ethics, of integrity and patriotism, while remaining men and women of honor, guided by humility and discipline. And I want to emphasize this point. When you graduate from a university, you cannot be like somebody who has never gone to a high school. And you cannot be like somebody who has never gone to university. There should be a difference. I want to encourage graduates from universities to show that difference. During our days, we demonstrated that we were different. Don't join the common pool. It is through these attributes that you will remain useful to yourselves and to our society. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and may the Almighty God guide and help you to meet the desires of your hearts as you serve your country and as you serve humanity at large. And I want to refer to what the late Professor Wangari Maathai at one time said, that the quality of the nation and what the nation achieves depends on the little things that citizens do. And she said every citizen should have one good thing, even if it's a small thing, to keep doing it, so that that citizen contributes to national development. And she said, the little thing I love doing is planting trees. So for you who is graduating from here, what is the little thing that you would love to keep doing? I want to encourage you to go and do it. Those who are remaining here as lecturers and staff, the little thing that you have been doing to support students to learn and graduate, keep doing it, love doing it, and do it to perfection. Those are the little things that will make this country better. I thank you all, and may God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite the Chancellor of Mount Kenya University, Professor John Strather, to address the congregation.
Good morning. Chief guest, Ambassador Simon Nabikoweze, Principal Secretary for University Education and Research at the Ministry of Education, founder of Mount Kenya University and Chairman of the Board of Directors, Professor Simon N. Gicharu, co-founder of Mount Kenya University, Dr. Jane Niyuto, members of the University Board of Directors, Chairman, University Council, Professor David Serem, Pro-Chancellor Dr. Vincent Gaito, members of the University Council, Vice-Chancellor Professor Deogratius Jaganye, Vice-Chancellor-Designate MKU Rwanda, Professor Edwin Otono, Vice-Chancellors and representatives present, members of the University Management Board and Senate, distinguished guests, Mount Kenya University staff, parents and guardians, graduands and students, ladies and gentlemen, Hamjambo. I'm once more honoured to preside over this 20th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University, which by any measure is surely a unique ceremony due to the impact of the coronavirus disease, which has prevented most of the usual participations, including the graduands, their families and friends, from participating physically. Rather, we've been brought together this far by the wonders of digital and live streaming technologies. For this reason, and of course many others, this is a milestone achievement for Mount Kenya University. Before I deliver my formal remarks, allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to pass warm regards from my family all the way from Scotland in the UK to each one of you who's following this ceremony from different parts of the world. I was eagerly awaiting to visit Kenya this year for the ceremony, for the usual on-site ceremony, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the ceremony and many other educational successes of the university will be commemorated via digital platforms once more this year. A word of congratulations. I start my speech by congratulating the University's Board of Directors, the University Council and Senate, staff, students and all the stakeholders as we jointly congregate both online and physically to mark this 20th graduation ceremony of the University. To the entire MKU fraternity, as the University Chancellor, I especially wish to recognise the University's progress through the last 1.5 years in the face of the pandemic that we have all encountered. Indeed, Mount Kenya University has turned the COVID-19 challenges into greater learning opportunities, particularly through increased online partnerships, which have led to a marked increase in the internationalisation of the university, north-south, south-south, as well as triangular international cooperation. Well done indeed. There are many achievements and milestones, ladies and gentlemen. Notable amongst these have been in diverse areas of science, in technology and in innovation, as well as in knowledge transfer. These achievements are consistent with the University's 2020-29 strategic plan, which promotes the use of strategic partnerships for institutional growth and development. High in the list of these partnerships is the United Nations Academic Impact SDG 10 Reduced Inequalities Hub, which has been fully embedded in the university through its academic programs, as well as the co-curricular and community engagement activities of the institution. Other notable recent engagements include the Flight Training Centre Partnership, the Kilimanjaro Blind Trust Africa Partnership for provision of Orbit Reader 20 electronic devices to replace Braille devices, as well as the establishment of the Eunice Social Business Centre at the university. The latter led to a successful hosting of the 10th Eunice Social Business Academic Congress, as well as the Global Social Business Summit at the university in November 2020, which I was delighted to participate in. Other conferences successfully hosted during the last 3 months include the Talwar Network Conference, the First Entrepreneurial University of Africa Conference, and the Inter-Universities Consortium 7th International Interdisciplinary Conference. All of these were significant achievements. The latter was co-hosted by the consortium of the 4 member universities at Kiambogo University in Uganda. Last but not least, and in harmony with the theme of the 20th graduation ceremony, cognizance is taken of the university's deliberate and focused engagements with key universities and community networks in the East African region. To this end, much support has been provided by the university towards charitable missions, in research, in teaching, as well as infrastructure development in different parts of the East African region. Such achievements are to be commended. As a result, the university has become well known in the East African region as a partner of choice. And as a result of these successes, the university is continuously exceeding stakeholders' expectations in carrying out its triple mandate of teaching, research and community outreach. To the university's fraternity, my sincere congratulations to all of you and to all of your individual and collective capacities to maintain this spirit for the greater good of mankind. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to congratulate the university for the above-mentioned partnership-driven activities, all of which have led to significant benefits for the entire community. Above all, of course, I offer my hearty congratulations to all the graduates, their parents and guardians for the successful completion of their courses. From this platform, you'll now be able to move to the next stage of your lives and careers. Of course, since we're still living under the shadow of the pandemic and the uncertainty that this brings with it, we all have to find innovative strategies to cope, adjust and indeed perhaps pivot our lives to be able to continue to thrive in spite of the pandemic. This may mean that your future careers will require to be agile and flexible as you rise to new challenges, especially in the globalised labour market that now exists. An example that you may wish to reflect on is the impact of climate change that may affect your future working lives, as recently discussed extensively during the 2-week-long COP26 conference in my native city, Glasgow. But with these in mind and trust in God and the knowledge that He knows the end from the beginning, one day this pandemic will be over and soon we'll get back to normal living. Thank you and congratulations once again. May God bless you as you continue to observe the prescribed COVID-19 prevention and mitigation protocols and continue to pray for Kenya, Africa and the world as we deal with this pandemic, as well as the successful mitigation challenges of climate change. Mungu awarabaki sana. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We can appreciate our Chancellor all the way from Scotland. He is joining us live and he has given his blessings to this function. Let's appreciate him once again. Thank you so much. My technical person is trying to tell me that he's connecting to the Chancellor once again. I know our Chancellor, you can get us so that you give us some delegation of academic powers. Chancellor? Yes, some technical hitch, but we are getting him. Yes.
Charter Amendments 2016, Section 3, Subsection C, it is my privilege and pleasure to delegate the power to award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees of Mount Kenya University 20th graduation ceremony to Professor David Serem, Chairman of the University Council.
Now let's appreciate our Chancellor for the delegation of the powers and also appreciate our Chairman of the University Council so that he can carry on with his blessings. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my honor and privilege to invite the Dean School of Engineering, Energy and Built Environment and the Dean School of Social Sciences to present the best male and female graduates respectively for recognition.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you Winnie Wanjiro Njoroge, a graduate who attained the highest cumulative average score among the female graduates in the 20th graduation ceremony for recognition. The graduate was undertaking Bachelor of Arts in Mass Media and Communication.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you Ngugi Stephen Kinyanche, graduate who attained the highest cumulative average score among the male graduates in the 20th graduation ceremony for recognition. The graduate was undertaking Bachelor of Science in Energy and Environmental Technology. With your permission, sir, I now request the two awardees to walk to the dais, ready to receive their recognition awards.
allow me to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Research Affairs, Dr. Bibian Waigajo Aidi, to call upon the deans of schools to present the candidates who have satisfied the Mount Kenya University Board of Examiners for the conferment of degrees, award of diplomas and certificates.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to invite the deans of schools to present candidates who have satisfied Mount Kenya University Board of Examiner for conferment of degrees, award of diplomas and certificate in the following order. For PhD, we'll have the Dean Medical School, followed by the Dean School of Business and Economics, and then the Dean School of Education. For the Masters, we'll have the Dean School of Nursing, Dean School of Pharmacy, Dean School of Computing, Dean School of Social Sciences, Dean School of Business and Economics, and then Dean School of Education. For postgraduate diploma, we'll have the Dean School of Business and Economics, followed by the Dean School of Education. For certificates, diplomas, and bachelors, we'll have the deans present in the following order: Dean School of Law, Dean School of Pharmacy, Dean School of Clinical Medicine, Dean School of Nursing, Dean School of Public Health, Dean Medical School, Dean School of Engineering, Energy and the Built Environment, Dean School of Computing and Informatics, Dean School of Pure and Applied Sciences, Dean School of Social Sciences, Dean School of Hospitality, Travel and Tourism Management, Dean School of Business, and then finally the Dean School of Education. I now call upon the Dean Medical School to present the PhD graduates.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Madam Lucy Obonyo Nyangao, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Microbiology option from the medical school. The candidate's thesis is titled Effect of Isoniazid Preventive Therapy on Prevalence of Tuberculosis and Drug Resistance in HIV-positive patients attending Bahati Comprehensive Center, Nairobi City County. Her supervisors were Dr. Stanley Kangede, Dr. Evans Amukoe, and Dr. Jackson Onyuka. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted by her supervisors for crowning and conferring of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Medical Laboratory Science, Microbiology of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Microbiology, in the medical school, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Madam Ruth Kirigo Kimathi, who has certified the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management from the School of Business and Economics. The candidate's thesis is titled Relationship Between Entrepreneurship Education Practices and Entrepreneurial Intention of Technical Vocational Education and Training Students in Kenya. Her supervisors were Dr. Felista Gicharu and Professor Michael Corril. With your permission, sir, I call the candidate to stand and be escorted by her supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management in the School of Business and Economics, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Madam Grace Karamta Karemu, who has certified the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management from the School of Business and Economics. The candidate's thesis is titled Analysis of Organizational Ownership Culture on Performance of Mobile Telephone Network Operations in Kenya. Her supervisors were Professor Musa Nyakora, Dr. Erastus Toronjo, and Dr. Evans Nyamboga. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted by her supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management of Mount Kenya University.
With the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management in the School of Business and Economics, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Oscar Onyango Sangoro, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management from the School of Business and Economics. The candidate's thesis is titled Empirical Analysis of Microfinance Institutions Support Systems on Performance of Dairy Farmers in Kakamega County, Kenya. His supervisors were Professor George Gongera, Dr. Martin Onsiro, and Dr. Felista Njeru. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted by his supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management of Mount Kenya University.
With the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management in the School of Business and Economics, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you powers to read and to do all that pertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Madam Millicent Wadia Githoi, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Early Childhood Studies from the School of Education. The candidate thesis is titled Influence of Teacher Improvisation of Instructional Materials on Acquisition of Science Skills among Pre-Primary School Learners in Kiambu County, Kenya. Her supervisors were Dr. Peter Kibet Koech and Dr. Ruth Vigori. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by her supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Early Childhood of Mount Kenya University.
With the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Early Childhood Studies in the School of Education. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give you powers to do that pertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Joseph Mwai Macharia, who has certified the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management, Administration and Leadership from the School of Education. The candidate thesis is titled Influence of Institutional Resource Dynamics on Achievement of Total Quality Management in public technical institutions in Kenya. His supervisors were Dr. Mary Mogwe Chui and Dr. Paul Edabu. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by his supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management, Administration and Leadership of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management, Administration and Leadership in the School of Education. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give you powers to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
With your permission, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now wish to invite the chairman of the University Council to take a photo with the PhD graduates. Kindly, sir, you can come and take a photo with our PhD graduates for purposes of celebrating this. As the band gives us the best tunes, Mount Kenya University has gone international, and it is also in Rwanda. We are joined by the Vice Chancellor Designate, Mount Kenya University, Rwanda, who will say hello to all those graduates who are watching us live all the way from Kigali, Rwanda. Na wasalimu kwa Kinyarwanda.
All protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, to all the graduates of Mount Kenya University, Rwanda, all the 450 of you, I take this opportunity to congratulate you for your mean achievement. You've gone through all odds to prevail on this occasion. Thank you for your hard work, for your resilience, and God bless you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Let's celebrate all our graduates all the way from Rwanda for this great achievement.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 2 candidates listed on page 21 of the graduation booklet, starting with Yusuf Osman and ending with Agisho Margaret Wamboi, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Master of Science in Nursing from the School of Nursing.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 39 candidates listed on page 21 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdu Nziaimana and ending with Langat Richard Kepkemoi, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Master of Public Health from the School of Public Health.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 2 candidates listed on page 21 of the graduation booklet, starting with Thomas Kirutimana and Gakenga Bernard Gadogo, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Master of Science in Information Science and Master of Science in Information Technology, respectively, from the School of Computing and Informatics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 44 candidates listed on page 21 of the graduation booklet, starting with Gicharu Mary Nyambura and ending with Namonyo Okaya Abigail, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Masters of Arts in Counseling Psychology, Master of Arts in Development Studies, Master of Arts in Kiswahili, Master of Arts in English Language and Linguistics, Master of Arts in Monitoring and Evaluation, Master of Arts in Religious Studies, Master of Arts in History, Master of Arts in Governance and Ethics, Master of Arts in Geography, Master of Arts in English Literature, Master of Arts in International Relations and Diplomacy, and Master of Arts in Security Studies and Criminology, respectively, from the School of Social Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 59 candidates listed on page 22 and 23 of the graduation booklet, starting with Justin Uwamaria and ending with Isimbi Edwige, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Master of Public Administration, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Project Management and Planning, and Master of Science in Procurement and Supplies Management, respectively, from the School of Business and Economics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have now presenting to you a total of 42 candidates listed on pages 23 and 24 of the graduation booklet, starting with Beth Siada and ending with Nandwa Morama Emmanuel, who have certified the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of degree of Master of Education from the School of Education. With your permission, sir, I call upon all the master's candidates from all the schools to stand and wait for the conferment of the respective degrees of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the master's degree in respective schools, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you powers to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees. Congratulations.
A total of 2 candidates listed on page 26 of the graduation booklet, starting with Olekei Geoffrey Peter and ending with Waihenya Masi Nduta, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the award of a postgraduate diploma in project planning and management from the School of Business and Economics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 103 candidates listed on page 26 of the graduation booklet, starting with Akinyi, Abuto, Rin, and ending with Wajohi, Jane, Wajiko, who have certified the University Board of Examiners for the award of a postgraduate diploma in education from the School of Education. With your permission, sir, I call upon all the postgraduate diploma candidates from all the schools to stand and await the award of the respective postgraduate diplomas of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the postgraduate diplomas in your respective schools, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you powers to read and to do all that appertains to these diplomas. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 59 candidates listed on page 28 of the graduation booklet, starting with Wangu Enoch and ending with Wairagu Mongi, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Laws from the School of Law.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 43 candidates listed on page 28 and 29 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdi Amina Mohammed and ending with Kamanzi Prince, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Pharmacy from the School of Pharmacy.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 81 candidates listed on page 29 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdinasir Rashid Abdi and ending with Wajiro Belons, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Health Records and Information Management and Bachelor of Science in Clinical Medicine and Community Health, respectively, from the School of Clinical Medicine.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 186 candidates listed on pages 29 to 31 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdi Sato and ending with Wangari Sara Waithera, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the School of Nursing.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 48 candidates listed on pages 31 to 32 of the graduation booklet, starting with the Farah Ishmael Fatuma and ending with the Mukeshimana Josiane, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics, Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Processing, Bachelor of Science Public Health, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health, Bachelor of Science in Health Education and Promotion, Bachelor of Science in Health System Management, Bachelor of Science in Community Health and Development, respectively, from the School of Public Health.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 95 candidates listed on page 32 to 33 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdallah Isaac Odhiambo and ending with Thuo Githua Willie, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Dental Technology, and Bachelor of Science in Oral Health, respectively, from the medical school.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 35 candidates listed on page 33 and 34 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdallah Mohammed and heading with Ndiritu Jackson Kitai, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Exploration and Production, Bachelor of Science in Real Estate Management, Bachelor of Science in Energy and Environmental Technology, and a Bachelor of Technology in Computer and Electronic Systems, respectively from the School of Engineering, Energy and the Built Environment.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 183 candidates listed on page 34 to 36 of the graduation booklet, starting with Dushakimana Noella Claire and ending with Nyaga Brian Masharia, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Business Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Information Science, Bachelor of Business and Information Communication Technology, and Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, respectively, from the School of Computing and Informatics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 95 candidates listed on pages 36 to 38 of the graduation booklet, starting with Ambia Nyaboke Tabitha and ending with Waiganjo Sixtas Mwangi, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science in Animal Health and Production, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and Rural Development, Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Bachelor of Science in Animal Science, Bachelor of Science in Laboratory Science, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Chemistry, and Bachelor of Science in Statistics, respectively, from the School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 345 cadets listed on page 38 of the graduation booklet, starting with Waidoke Robert Jao and ending with Precious Alo Sunya, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Arts in Security Studies and Criminology, Bachelor of Arts in Film and Animation Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Mass Media and Communication, Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration and Governance, Bachelor of Arts in Peace Studies and Conflict Resolution, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Bachelor of Community Development, Bachelor of Counseling Psychology, Bachelor of Development Studies, and Bachelor of Social Work and Administration, respectively, from the School of Social Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 48 candidates listed on page 42 and 43 of the graduation booklet, starting with Agola Winnie Nyongo and ending with Otezeneza Isola Losin, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Hospitality Management, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Travel and Tourism Management, and Bachelor of Science in Travel and Tourism Management, respectively, from the School of Hospitality, Travel and Tourism Management.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 945 candidates listed on page 43 to page 53 of the graduation booklet, starting with Akelo Kevin Owor and ending with Wanjiko June Mwai, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Business Management, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Economics, Bachelor of Economics and Finance, Bachelor of Economics and Statistics, Bachelor of Procurement, Bachelor of Science in Finance and Statistics, Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration, and Bachelor of Management and Office Administration, respectively, from the School of Business and Economics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 1,788 candidates listed on pages 53 to 68 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdi Yusuf Omar and ending with Sosi Samuel Mwamba, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Studies, Bachelor of Education, Arts, Bachelor of Education, Primary Option, Bachelor of Education, Science, and Bachelor of Education, Special Needs Education, respectively, from the School of Education. With your permission, sir, I call upon all the bachelor's candidates from all the schools to stand for the conferment of the respective degrees of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the respective degrees of Mount Kenya University from the respective schools, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees. Congratulations.
Congratulations to this group. 30 seconds of celebration. Our band, let's go. 30 seconds of celebration. You can.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 870 candidates listed on pages 70 to 79 of the graduation booklet, starting with Awasa N. Cornelius and ending with Chepkirui Sharon, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the award of Diploma in Law, Diploma in Pharmaceutical Technology, Diploma in Clinical Medicine and Surgery, Diploma in Health Records and Information Technology, Diploma in Community Health and HIV/AIDS Management, Diploma in Environmental Health Science, Diploma in Nutrition and Dietetics, Diploma in Dental Technology, Diploma in Community Oral Health, Diploma in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Diploma in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Diploma in Medical Engineering, Diploma in Information Technology, Diploma in Business Information Technology, Diploma in Animal Health and Production, Diploma in Journalism and Mass Communication, Diploma in Security Studies and Criminology, Diploma in County Administration and Governance, Diploma in Community Development and Social Work, Diploma in Counseling Psychology, Diploma in Public Relations and Diplomacy, Diploma in Travel and Tourism Management, Diploma in Hospitality Management, Diploma in Banking and Finance, Diploma in Project Management, Diploma in Human Resource Management, Diploma in Business Management, Diploma in Supplies and Procurement Management, Diploma in Education Arts, Diploma in Education, Early Childhood Education and Development, Diploma in Education, Special Needs Education from the respective schools. With your permission, sir, I call upon all the diploma graduates from all the schools to stand for the award of the respective diplomas of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the respective diplomas of Mount Kenya University in your respective schools. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give you powers to read and to do all that pertains to these diplomas. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 215 candidates listed on pages 81 to 84 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdul Fatah Jimar Abdel and ending with Kiko Emma, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the award of Certificate in Health Records and Information Technology, Certificate in Community Health and HIV/AIDS Management, Certificate in Nutrition and Dietetics, Certificate in Business Information Technology, Certificate in Information Technology, Certificate in Animal Health and Production, Certificate in Journalism and Mass Communication, Certificate in Community Development and Social Work, Certificate in Security Studies and Criminology, Certificate in Travel and Tourism Operations, Certificate in Food and Beverage Service, Certificate in Food Production, Certificate in Human Resource Management, Certificate in Business Management, Certificate in Banking and Finance, Certificate in Supplies and Procurement Management, Certificate in Early Childhood Studies from the respective schools. With your permission, sir, may I call upon all the certificate graduates from all the schools to stand for the award of the respective certificates of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the respective certificates of Mount Kenya University in various schools, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you powers to read and to do all that pertains to these certificates. Congratulations.
congratulations to the class of 2021. Let's appreciate them with a hearty clap for the nice work. And you have been given powers to read. We congratulate. Once again, let's appreciate them once more. Thank you so much. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my honor and privilege to invite the Registrar Academic Administration, Dr. Ronald Madhai, to make an announcement and highlight the key features of Mount Kenya University certificate.
Good afternoon. I will refer you to the booklets. Those who have been given today and those who are going to receive them when they come to pick their certificates. This booklet is a very important academic record. So please make sure that you keep it safely, the way you keep a certificate, especially for the teachers, because you may be required to have one when you go for an interview. So keep the booklet safe. Those who have joined us online, they'll be given a copy when they come to pick their documents. I would like to refer you to page number 94. On page number 94, that is a prototype of the certificate that you are going to be given. We are going to issue the certificates next week. Because Monday is a public holiday, we will start issuing them on Tuesday. For the campuses, so Tuesday you come and pick your document. Campuses, because of some logistical issues, we are going to start on Friday. So Friday you can pick your documents, the certificate and the transcripts from the campuses. For Thika, you start picking on Tuesday. That is a prototype of the certificate that you are going to get. This document cannot be forged. Many have tried, but they have failed because it's very complicated. It has more than 11 security features. Some you can see, others you cannot see. One of the security features is that if you want to import this paper, the one that you are going to, the one that is used to make the certificate, you'd have to import 2 tons of paper. And nobody is willing to do that. So this paper is very complicated. It may look light. It is 90 grammage, but it is light so that we can embed a lot of security features to avoid the fraudsters. So when you pick your document, of course you have to clear. You have to return the gown. We have given you up to the 3rd of January 2022 to enjoy the gown. When you return it and you do the clearance, then you'll be given the transcript. You'll be given that certificate as you have announced. I want also to go to page number 118. Page number 118. We have some information there on tuition fee waiver. If you have been studying with us and you want to advance, there are some details there that you need to know of how you can benefit from being an alumnus of MKU. You can get up to a maximum of 10% fee waiver. You can get up to 100% waiver of the application fees for those who are advancing to postgraduate studies, and you can get up to 100% fee waiver for those who are advancing to higher levels. So please take advantage of that. Then you can use our facilities at subsidized cost. That is item number 2. The other one is that you can get information from us. If you keep liaising with the Directorate of Alumni Affairs, you can get information that you need to be successful in life. You'll be coached, you'll be given mentorship. Then finally, you can be trained or you can be equipped on employability. So take advantage. MKU is very friendly to its alumni, so take advantage of that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our Registrar. With your permission, Mr. Chancellor Sam. After this, we will have a small celebration just outside this convention center. And Mount Kenya University being a beacon of hope, peace, and continuity, we will have a celebration of some balloons and some doves to the air, marking a mark that we are sending love, peace, and joy to all our graduates and to all humanity. That one will happen after we exit. So we'll ask our protocol team, kindly all of us will remain seated after this, and we'll allow the Chancellor's procession to leave.
Ceremony of Mount Kenya University.
Everything good must come to an end. And in accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Section 6, subsection B and C, and as per the powers bestowed upon me by the University Senate, I do hereby declare the congregation of the 20th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University dissolved.
I now request the members of the congregation to stand for the national anthem. Request the members of the Chancellor's academic procession to leave in reverse order, starting with the mace bearer, the Vice Chancellor, Chairman Board of Directors, Chief Guest, Members Board of Directors, Chairman University Council, Members of the University Council, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Registrars, respectively.
The graduates. Tafungiwa hapo, hamtaweza kutoka. Kama mnasikia, the graduates use the wings. Then you are all invited for lunch. You are all invited for lunch with your guests.
At Trisent School of Medical Health Science and Technology, we offer highly competitive courses tailor-made to suit your needs. These include certificate and diploma in theatre technology, medical engineering, nutrition and dietetics, science lab, health records, environmental health science, counseling psychology, applied biology, social work and community development information and communication technology, computer engineering, information systems, among others. January 2022 intake is ongoing. Register now at our Nairobi campus in Nairobi West around Nyayo Stadium on 0700-129-536. Our Juja campus next to Jomo Kenyatta University on 0700-000-760 and our Kisumu campus opposite Swan Center, Oginga Odinga Street on 0703-201-229. Trisent School of Medical Health, Science and Technology, where careers come to life.
Epuka giza sasa na mshumaa wa Sumo. Mshumaa wa Sumo umetengenezwa kwa bidhaa bora zaidi na unakufaa wakati wote. Kila mara unapowaza kuhusu mwangaza katika nyumba yako, waza mshumaa wa Sumo. Unachomeka polepole bila kumwagika na hauishi haraka, hauna moshi wala harufu. Jipatie mshumaa wa Sumo katika duka lililo karibu nawe kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, tembelea afisi zetu katika barabara ya Ndume